What's up, American people? This is the real Ron Ron. I'm here with my boy.
What's up? This is Tim, the liberal loudmouth.
It's been a while since we did some Sunday night gospel, Tim.
Yeah, praise Jesus.
Praise
Praise
him.
Jesus.
Praise him. Hope everybody's having a blessed day.
What?
The
What?
the old rugged cross. I love that song, dude. Have you ever heard that song?
Yes.
It is well.
Uh, it is well. How does it start?
The old rugged
Do
cross.
do 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 do.
I love it. I
And
really
the
do love the song.
old. Anyway, nobody wants to hear me singing.
Brad Paisley does a really good rendition of it. But it fills my heart with joy and spirit, and so do you, Tim. What's been going on with you? I know we're always talking about me, and you're always doing videos about me and ankle bracelets and jail and shit like that. But what's been going on with you?
Oh, hold on real quick. Christy just called. Let me make sure
Oh yeah, make sure everything's all right with Chris.
everything okay.
Tell her I said what's up.
Just
Tim and I,
went live.
yeah, we can pause if you need to call her too.
Uh, let me pull me out real quick, and I'll come right back in.
Okay, wave at me. All right. He's got some shit to handle. That's fine. I can take over for a second. It is hot. I tried to mow the yard today, but it's so hot. It's like two rats having sex in a wool sock in the middle of July out there, except it's the middle of August. But tried to go out there and mow on my Sunday, on my day off. And just, it was, oh my gosh, it's so hot. I think it got to 103 today here. I asked Tim what Mississippi weather's like. But what we're going to talk about tonight is the hurricanes, the Maui fires, the Maui fires, the Canadian fires. I mean, I guess all of Canada is on fire right now. And okay, here he comes. I guess.
What's up? What's up? Everything's fine.
Okay, cool. I was telling him what we were going to talk about, and the hurricane that's coming in to rid California of all of its sin. And
are you washed in the blood? Hey, Southern California didn't kill itself.
Oh my God, that was the perfect name for the first hurricane since 1939 to come through and just demolish that. What the hell?
Hillary's taking over.
Trump has too much money because you know that he named that sumbitch.
Yeah. No, they actually have a list.
No.
They have a big list. There's a big list of names, and it's just whichever is next on the list.
For each coast or
for every hurricane, I believe. Let me look up the list. I've seen it before. That's the only reason why I know. I think I Googled once. How do they let's see. How do
Oh my God, here we go, Tim. I'm sorry.
Hurricanes.
Marita, we're making fun of shit, and then Marita says this. I feel so bad now. Praying for my kid's house in OC and in IE. I don't know what IE means. What does IE mean?
Praying for it in OC and in IE. I don't know.
I know what Orange County and in what is IE, Marita? And I wasn't making light of the hurricane. I don't want people to die in the hurricane. I don't want people to lose their. I thought the name was funny and
the name is funny. That said,
hilarious.
Yes, there is a predetermined list that they rotate through alphabetical, and they just tick tick tick. They go down the line.
Okay. So Inland Empire. That's
Imperial,
weird.
Riverside, and San Bernardino. I've been out that way a lot.
Marita, is Robert your husband?
Wait, F them kids. What? What?
This is what we bring you, folks. We just bring you real shit.
Wow.
Are y'all married? Fuck them
We're
kids.
We're starting everything off right, man. We got loudmouth and
also a hilarious name. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's been a minute since we've been on here.
Okay.
Watching,
They are together. That's funny.
Lane says it's 106 here. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty warm.
Yeah, it's been pretty hot over here. Although we did have a really nice week, man.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I can't wait for the fall and the winter here in Mississippi.
Do I sound okay? Am I too loud?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
But anyway, so what were you talking about before I got interrupted?
We were talking about what were we talking about? I was telling people what we were going to talk about: the climate, the Maui fires, which I think is really odd and horrible. You posted a video today, or maybe yesterday, about somebody driving past somebody that was laying in the street,
Dude.
and just it was like an inferno around this person.
My God.
And they just drove by.
We got to actually, matter of fact, let me
pull that shit up. Yeah,
clip up real quick.
It was.
If you haven't seen this video, it's so bad. But I don't know that I could do what these guys did, and I'm not gonna, cast any blame on them because whatever. But
that was. Hang on, let me pull this up.
Yeah. All right, and let me know. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Can you hear it? Okay.
How come I got to call you then?
Oh my God.
No reception. There's no reception. Bro. It says SOS, I believe.
Oh my gosh, listen to the voice.
God damn it. Let's go. Let's fire through there. Go.
Man, like honking at the person in front. Jeez.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What the fuck?
God, can you imagine?
No.
Let's go.
I think it's coming up right here, isn't it?
Let's go, Dad.
Yeah, they'll say something, but they had to drive over something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, it's okay. We're almost to the end of the meal. We're almost to the smokestack.
It's coming.
Oh my God.
I'm going to give a content warning. This is kind of graphic, so
it is
if
graphic,
stuff like this bothers you, you might, turn your head for just a second. I'll let you know when it's over.
Somebody's down right now. Somebody's down right now. Somebody's down. Just go, Dad. We cannot do nothing for her. Oh my God, bro. Dad, just go. We cannot do nothing for her. What the fuck, dude? Just go.
Okay, it's over.
Go, people, go. Beat the horn, Dad. Oh my God, bro. Dad, beat the horn. Just go. Go to sleep.
Okay, so, I mean, the rest of it's pretty much the same, but wow.
How do you know that you can't do anything for her?
There's no way I could drive past that person. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that.
No way.
Because at the very least, you could pull to the side and just drag her into the car.
Yeah,
dead
put
or
her
alive.
on your lap, throw her across the seat.
Dead or alive. I mean,
oh my gosh! And she was the only one that I saw in the video. I'm like, where's her family? Where's? That's
how many people have died so far? Like,
last I heard, 110.
Yeah, it just completely demolished the whole place. Like, I heard the story of this guy who had, like, because the alert didn't go off. They have an alarm, but nothing sounded. So these people walk out and like everything is on fire, and he runs like to the coast, and he goes behind this like breaker wall or whatever and just hides. And he was saying that the flames and the ash and everything was hitting him, and he just had to hunker down and wait.
Yeah, there were people. They said there were people floating in the ocean for like 7 and 8 hours.
God, I mean, what the hell else do you do?
I don't.
At the very least, I would try to I feel like I'd try to make my way up the coast.
And then I saw a meme or something somebody had posted today. They were like, I don't see all y'all's Hawaii flags flying on the front porch, but I still see a bunch of Ukrainian flags. I'm like, really? This is the time to do that?
I don't even have a Hawaiian flag. What
does Hawaii have a fucking flag? I don't know if they do or not. I don't know.
Yeah, every state does, but I mean, I take their point, but I don't have a Hawaiian flag. Well, I wouldn't know where to fucking buy one. I'd have to get one on Amazon.
I think they're made out of bamboo. I'd pick them up. I couldn't let somebody lay there that destroyed me. Yeah, absolutely. I would remember that forever. You're right.
I would feel just awful, just awful. But
Yeah.
I mean, self-preservation, man. Like, there's nothing we could do for her. There's something.
Pick her up. She wasn't on fire.
My God.
Throw a dead body in the back seat. Let's go.
What a terrible. The one thing I can say that I hope happened is that she died from smoke inhalation and not actually, burned alive.
Right. She wasn't like passed out, still breathing, and still had a
Right.
heartbeat and could feel. Yeah.
Yeah, I
God,
imagine you
it's
would,
so messed up.
pass out first, and
So
but
welcome
oof,
to Loudmouth. We spread joy and
Praise-
happiness wherever we go. I think Canada's on fire too.
yes, yeah, they're having a lot of fires. I'd posted on Twitter. I'm like, well, it's because they didn't buy enough rakes.
Right. Yeah.
Do you remember that when
Yes.
Trump said?
Because here's the thing, Canada catches fire like every other year. So I'm kind of used to that. And Canada is so sparsely populated that nobody ever dies really in a Canada fire. It's just getting rid of the foliage, and it's a controlled burn
Right.
almost. Not to make light of it, but it is.
No, I mean it is a fact that natural wildfires are good in terms of like in the future not having wildfires because it burns everything on the ground. But
Right.
but the rakes,
The rakes.
yeah. Oh, that's pretty funny. But they actually have forests in Canada and there are trees that will only seed when they're burned.
Right.
So like the pine cones won't open until there's a fire.
Yeah,
So it's-
certain degrees, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So they rely on the on the fires for new growth, which fires are good for growth down the line. But when you got a bunch of houses peppered in between,
Let me ask you this, Tim, just to switch subjects real quick. Are you homophobic?
I mean, they scare me to death, Ron.
Right, but I mean, are you like scared? If you see a gay person, are you like scared? Like, oh my gosh, if I touch them, I'm probably gonna suck dick. No, are you scared of?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Okay, not even if there's like ketchup on it or anything. It's just like, oh,
No, I'm not homophobic in any way whatsoever. Marita's dead.
okay. Sorry, Marita. I'm on a podcast.
I'm coming up here to listen.
Sorry, I'm talking to my 18-year-old daughter. She's like, she's new to this. She hasn't really seen Dad do professional shit.
Well,
so.
if she wants to listen, go online.
She was, yeah, exactly. Subscribe to it.
Yeah. Unless you want to be a part of the show.
You want to come say hi?
Unless she wants to be part of the show.
You make the show. She sounds just like me, Tim.
I thought that when you did that last video.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
anyway,
that's Ron.
you're not homophobic, right?
No.
No, I would say I'm not homophobic either. But let's talk about the GOP.
I'm so not a homophobe that I don't need to go out of my way to prove to people that I'm not a homophobe.
But if you were a homophobe, how would you go out of your way to prove that you weren't?
Well, you'd get the token gay person in your orbit, and he'd be like, look, I've got a gay friend.
So, Don Spencer and OK2A, which I love that organization and what they stand for. Don's a straight up, he's a solid dude. But I went on the Tulsa County GOP. They're inviting Scott Pressler, who I don't have a problem with. I like Scott. He's got great hair. He wears the knee-high boots. He's openly gay. He doesn't even try to hide it. But he's like, I'm a conservative Republican. I'm going to teach you how to win elections. And the Tulsa County GOP says, come here. We'll pay you to come here and teach us how to win elections. But then the platform that the Tulsa County GOP and the state GOP for Oklahoma have listed that only a man and a woman can be consecrated in marriage under God.
Right. And that's the platform. I mean, it's. I don't know what.
What level of hypocrisy is that at?
I mean, I'd have to say that it's some hypocrisy. There are churches that believe that it's okay, and they've come out and saying that God made everybody and everybody's okay, and gay people exist, therefore it's okay to be gay and Christian, etc., etc. But that's not really the Republican platform that I've ever known about. Generally speaking, the Christian kind of, the religious people have kind of taken over a bit, and that's something they shun. They don't think it's right. They point to Bible verses that say that it's not right.
Right, and that's what I was fixing to get to. Was I'm not knocking Don. Don's argument is sound because Don believes in the Bible and he's a Christian and he believes that homosexuality is a sin, and so his argument is sound when he goes to the Tulsa County GOP and says, "Why are you inviting an openly homosexual person to teach people how to vote when that is what our party platform stands against?" That's a sound argument, right or no?
I mean, if that's how you believe, yes, it is a sound argument. If I don't subscribe to that, and I don't necessarily appreciate that. Yeah. But yes, based on his own belief system, it doesn't make any sense. And I got a text message from a senator talking about how welcoming they are of gay people, because we've gotten into the issue of LGBTQ. Platform says no gays. Well, but here's the thing: if your religious sect is leading the party, Nathan Dahm, let's use Nathan Dahm as an example. And
I have an answer for Lane in just a second, but go ahead.
Well, you go ahead. Yeah, because I'm about to ramble for a bit. So you go ahead.
Real quick. I ran for Tulsa County GOP, and I've read the platform. The platform says that marriage is only allowed between a physical man and a physical woman. That's what the platform says. And it does mention homosexuality in the platform. I don't have it readily available, but I will research that while Tim is rambling, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, I was about to look it up right now, but it is, that is a difference between, Republicans and Democrats generally, is that they're less accepting overall of things like that. And it's due to their religious beliefs. And, you're welcome to your religious beliefs, I suppose. But I don't think you should treat people like crap as a result. But yeah, Republicans are bringing in a gay guy to teach us about bringing new people into the Republican Party. We don't care that he's gay. We don't want him reaching out to our kids and giving them books to read on how to be gay. But I think that's the big difference between a Republican that is gay and a Democrat that is gay. A Republican just goes on living his life as a gay person and just feels that it's not something to be broadcast in the public. The Democrat on the other side believes everybody else must change because he is gay. That's part of the text. I'm not going to read the whole thing, and I'm not going to say who said it, but this is a Republican senator. And what do you think of that?
Dude, man, piss off on that dude.
What do you think of what he just wrote? Like,
here's what I think is, if I went up to Scott Pressler, who I know is a Republican conservative, I've listened to him, I've met him, I've talked to him, and I say, listen, could you just talk about the Republican shit and not the gay shit? Who am I to tell him not to do? I mean, come on, Tim.
Right. And one of the responses I had to this person, I said, well, remove the books, because this is kind of how this topic got in. I said, y'all can pass laws preventing nasty images, so you can do that. But gay people exist, and their stories are real, so I don't see why having homosexual themes in a book is bad. They have straight themes all the time, so I don't understand why a book that happens to center around a homosexual trying to make it in the world is bad. I draw the line at nasty pictures.
Right.
And that was something that Republicans latched onto me because I was a Democrat railing against, nasty pictures and stuff. And I knew at the time that they were just trying to.
You were the token Democrat.
I was the token Democrat, and and I understood that. There was
never a time that you didn't understand it. I don't think.
Right. No. I mean, this from
I know.
the very beginning. I'm
Yeah.
like, it is what it is.
We even talked about it. I'm like, Tim, if they can help you get whatever
Right.
needs solved, let's go ahead and just take their support and let's get it across the finish line. But this hypocrisy with the GOP claiming that they want to bring in a homosexual guy to teach them how to win elections, and then in their platform say only a man and a woman can be married is I can't swallow that piece of meat. I can't do it.
Right. How do you? It's like splitting hairs a little bit. It's like, well, I mean, it's cool that you come in and we accept you as a person, but we don't think you should have the same rights as everybody else does.
Well, exactly. You're going to hell. You're a sinner. I mean,
like, but you're human, and
right.
and we accept that. We just don't accept anything about your lifestyle whatsoever. Lane makes a comment. Put his last comment up there.
I wasn't going to, but you think I should?
I mean, he said it.
I know, and I love the comment, but I didn't. Okay, I'll put it up there.
I don't necessarily mind gay people.
I
What is the qualifier there for? What I don't necessarily mind gay people.
Here's and I know where you're going, and this is why I didn't want to put it up. But here's what I would have said: I love gay people because I love people. I love everybody.
And I can attest for the fact that you do. And I'm not saying Lane, to me that's just maybe a bad choice of words, but.
And here's the thing, Lane. I have to say this real quick. I hate to interrupt you, Lane. Lane is a 17-year-old junior over in Oolaga or senior or whatever he is, and he's doing the right things, and he's a young cat, and he's trying to figure this shit out. And we're 40-year-old men, and we've been there and done that. But Lane wants to make sure that this world and America and the nation just I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he wants to make sure that everybody has the chance to do the right thing, I guess. The reason I didn't want to put this up is because I don't necessarily agree that this is the correct way to state. I don't necessarily mind gay people. Why would you mind people? Why would you mind gay people is my question to that statement.
Right. And this, Lane, this isn't like a gotcha moment to you.
No, it was a great comment. It was a great content. It was good content.
Like I never got any vibes that you would ever hate anybody when I, knew you at the time. Because if you did, I wouldn't hang out with you.
And here's the thing, Tim, Lane has supported you. He supported me. He'll answer the phone if we call him right now. He'd come on the show if we wanted him to right now.
Oh yeah, and we've also had discussions about you can get inside better if you don't act like us, right?
Right.
If you don't go,
you've told him this, yes.
Yeah, full bore.
Don't watch Tropic Thunder. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just full on.
Right.
You're not gonna win an Oscar going full ridiculous. And that's
so the way he's going about it is the correct way.
Correct.
And I'd made a post and I tagged Lane in it the other day, and I'm like, basically, Lane, you're listening, so I'm like, just be careful. These people are vultures, man. They're all vultures.
I think he knows that, though. Don't you think? He knows
I hope he does. And because when you're young, you may like know something, but it doesn't like resonate as deeply as maybe things should.
Yeah.
Of course I'm paranoid and I'm leery of everything and everybody.
You really are. I mean, I mean, sometimes you're even leery of me. You're like, what the fuck do you want? Why are you asking that?
Right. Yeah, this is true. This is true.
I mean, seriously, he is like, why'd you ask that? And then I have to go through an algorithm. This is my validation for asking the question.
I need to get a tinfoil hat, man. I mean, it's
Yeah, call you the liberal Glenn Beck. Shit.
I need to get a fucking chalkboard or whatever in the back. I'm going to read Marita's comment real quick. Let's see.
Such a long Marita. I love your comments. They're very
Oh,
concise and stuff, but good Lord, that's so long.
Oh, okay. You're going to put it up. Non-straight friends I have are half to 2/3 conservative. My husband's not religious as far as conservative issues go. I feel that small government Republicans supersede libertarian here. Rock on. Keep my kids out of your personal lives. Just not appropriate. Drawing porn, straight, gay, anything. Making their own disgusting porn, animated or not. Yeah, I mean, like, and I'm totally fine with those books like blankets. I just don't think they should go in the damn school.
No, not in public school.
Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. And I have to ask Marita and Robert, are y'all getting separated or divorced or something? Because I said Marita's responses are too long, and he's like, right. No, I love y'all. I know these people. They're good. These are good Americans.
Porn directed to kids. I may have gay friends, but they behave appropriately.
And I have heterosexual friends that behave appropriately too, and some that don't.
Right. Oh, he's just being a dick. That's funny. Yeah, I like Brokeback Mountain. If you've never read this book,
God,
you should read this book. It is a phenomenal book. It's really short. It's a short story, basically.
Sorry, I need to show everybody. I know you said it, but I need to say it.
To me, that book should be or could be in a library. It's a love story of two dudes, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that because there are love stories of straight people all the time. You can find love stories, stories of people that fell in love and their life together, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't.
I think we've had this conversation 1,000 times, and it always comes back to the same. We have to accept everybody for.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, Ron. Put that up. Oh my God! This is from the movie. I wish I could quit you, Annis Del Mar.
Robert, I have never even seen that movie. I can't believe it's this movie, dude.
It's a good movie.
It was an Oscar-winning movie, was it not?
I don't know. I imagine it won. Of course, at the time, this was before a lot of the, like.
Oh yeah, this was back in the '90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, like before all the gay stuff came out, and you see it in every movie now. They have to. That irritates me too, though. Like it almost feels like they purposely put things in there, even if they don't make sense in the movie, just to, give a shout out to gay people or something.
No,
I don't know.
There's a term for that. It's like homosexuality. It's like homosexual capitalism. It's like trying to pander to the base just to make money and profit. I agree.
I don't. It's not that I think it should go away. It's kind of frustrating. I'm watching a movie and all of a sudden, two dudes are over in the back kissing or whatever, and I'm like, what? What was the purpose of that? Like, well, I don't get it.
It's not even it's not a homophobic thing. But if I'm trying to make out with someone, I want to tell y'all who I'm fixing to make out with. But if I'm trying to make out with somebody, and I look at the TV and there's two dudes kissing, I lose my stuff, right? It's like it's not a turn on. Unless it's two girls, and then
okay. So on that same token, though, for gay guys or gay women, they may look at a TV and see a man and a woman kissing or whatever, and goes away. I mean, that's
absolutely fair enough. That's a great point that I don't have the perspective to see, but other people do, and that's why we have to have these discussions. I got to put these up here. Lane says, watch Cocaine Bear. What is this?
So I saw the trailer for this movie, and Christy and I were like, we were like laughing our asses off. It's apparently based on like a true story or true events or whatever, loosely probably. It looks hilarious though. This bear basically does cocaine. He like eats this cocaine or whatever, and then goes nuts. Cocaine Bear.
Oh, okay. All right.
3
Wayne
times.
Brown 3 times. What is that about?
Probably watched the movie 3 times.
It's a womp womp.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either. I listened to Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
The bear died in like an hour, but it happened.
Let's see.
That's good shit.
I
You just ruined the movie, Robert. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Way to bury the lead there, Robert.
God, we went way down that fucking homosexual rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to know how to, if you're a Republican and you want to know how to defeat the evil liberal Democrats, you need to come and check out the Tulsa County GOP Scott Pressler event. He's got the most magnificent fucking hair I've ever. If I had hair, it would be like his.
Well, so the one good thing I see coming out of this is that if they bring a gay person into their group, they will all start to appreciate those people. Aside from that, and maybe that softens a little bit the hate for, in a religious sense, a hate for homosexuality in general.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody today, and they're like, I didn't know that the platform said that you couldn't marry a man and a woman and a woman. I was like, have you not read the platform? It absolutely says that.
They've been going after gay marriage in the courts since it was, put in there.
And then Don Spencer, who I revere. I love Don. He's a great dude. He runs OK2A, which is like, I think almost 60,000 plus as an organization in Oklahoma. Second Amendment type group, but he said there was 76 other counties in Oklahoma that did not invite Scott Pressler to come speak at all because of the platform and the way that the GOP and the Republicans believe. And that to me is just a sad. If Scott has the tools to get us across the finish line, why would you not?
Right. And hopefully that kind of stuff goes away. I don't like people hating on anybody for any reason. If a trans person, a great example. Like, I may not understand or like be behind the, I identify as ghost pronouns or whatever. I may not get behind that, but I wouldn't want anybody treated like shit for any reason.
No.
Whether it's at school or at work or whatever. I don't subscribe to that at all. It's like, I can disagree with it and want them to be able to live the same kind of life that I do, free of, getting shit on by people. I think that's fair.
Right. I do. Yeah. You don't want to get shit on by people. And we don't give a shit if people shit on us, but the people that we're around and we keep company with, we don't want the association necessarily to become, you like Ron and he's got an ankle bracelet. He's a sexual predator or whatever it was you sent me the other day. I was like,
oh my
what?
God.
Was that not ridiculous?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But, I got to give credit to that person. For context to the people watching, I had done a search for Ron's name, and I took my video and was pasting it everywhere I saw Ron's name getting brought up. And one of them has this website, and it was like Sexual Predator Republicans. And it's a website, just goes through and lists all these names. And Ron's was on there. It's like 1,081 or something.
1,081, yeah.
And so I posted the link. I'm like, well, here are the facts. And that person actually responded and said, I've added this to the article. And I open up the article, and it's like sexual predator, and then your name was at the top.
I know.
And I'm like, okay, stalking is not sexual predation.
And the thing is, I haven't even been convicted of stalking yet. So
right.
Anyway, I don't know that they have many followers. For the lady out in OKC, I'm not a sexual predator. I'm not on any sex offender list. I can still vote and carry guns. I'm not even a felon yet.
I don't think you're gonna be.
I don't think I am either. We got another really long comment from the fucking Ramsays.
You do what you want inside your walls. We'll do what we want inside. Let your freak flags fly. It's best. Yes.
That's
Don't be
it.
an asshole. Just don't be a giant asshole. Life's like a penis. It's fine to have one. It's fine to be proud of it. Just don't try and shove it down mine or my kid's throat.
That's the best way to put it right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and, but here's the thing. Like, if somebody's out and two dudes are like, kissing each other on the lips, like pecking or whatever, I can't be mad at that because straight people do it all the time too.
Right. And forever. It's been on TV forever. Even
Right.
And then you go back to Lane says he's coming next Thursday to support me. Thank you, Lane. My court date's next Thursday is what that's about.
Well, the school board meeting is also
the state school
same
board
day.
meeting. Yeah. TPS will probably be taking over, and we'll segue into that in just a second, but I want to get to something before we do that. Your video that you did with that Oliver, the redheaded ginger dude that steals souls. God, that song, dude.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah. Pull that. Yeah. Let's play that fucking song, dude.
Let me. Hold on.
If y'all haven't heard this song, y'all are missing out.
Let's see. I don't know why.
And it's got like 29 million views in 11 days, Tim.
Oh yeah, no, it's so good. I'm gonna share my video.
It knocked Jason Aldean off the fucking charts.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so simple, and dang it.
And I hope that when he makes the money that I'm sure he's going to make, I hope he takes care of his family and they have generational wealth. But I hope he changes some shit in his town, his community, and makes a fucking difference.
Yeah, like you could just feel the passion on this dude. Like it's just so hardcore. Like, but it's such a simple song, and it's the same shit we've all been saying. He just did it in a way that speaks to people and better than just, somebody talking.
Can you put your link in the studio so I could pull up and play the first part of your video and the song real quick?
Let's see here.
And I love watching your video because you mouth some of the words and it was just really heartfelt. It was really good.
Yeah, that shit. Let me share this tab instead. All right, it's up there.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So this video that I'm making is way different from any other. It's not really a reaction video because I've already seen this song, but I came across this song and I could just feel every word, every syllable, every note that this man played. I could just feel it sent chills through my body because I think this song is actually something historic. And I'll get to that after we go ahead and listen to it together. Here's that song. It is by Oliver Anthony. It's called Richmond, North of Richmond.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul.
That right there, living in a new world with an old soul.
With an old soul. Oh, it just, man, it's reaching me.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do.
Look at Tim's
And
mouth.
I don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
God, this is so
And
good.
And I point this out in my video. North of Richmond is Washington, D.C.
Right.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street.
Right?
That is, if you didn't catch it, not just minors on an island somewhere. He's talking about Epstein.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's so good. That's so good.
Stop it where he talks about the fudge round too.
Okay.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds, young man.
I mean, you said it in the video, and healthy food is one thing. As a society, I don't mind if you want to spend welfare or food stamps or whatever on healthy food, but yeah, bags of fudge rounds and Twinkies and shit. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. And here's a problem with this is that the news media is trying to act as if the left is upset by this song. I haven't seen anybody come out pissed off at this song, but they immediately came out with articles written about, how it's the right wing's anthem.
It's
bullshit.
So fucking true and simple and just pure. It's just pure.
It is. And to me, what he's saying isn't controversial. Like I said in my video, that shit's not food. That's not food. And we, offer money to people so that they can eat. I don't think it's too much to ask that they buy food.
Right.
And not snack cakes and whatever the hell else.
Right.
All right, here, let's continue.
Yeah.
Pay for your bags of fudge rounds, young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world.
It's hard not to sing it.
With an old soul.
It really is. It's
These
hard not
rich men know the rich men. Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think. Want to know what you do. And they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men.
That is just a great fucking song, y'all. Jesus.
Here's the thing about that song, and this is why I wanted to talk about that song on this podcast, because he wasn't trying to do a marketing thing. That's just a dude in fucking Virginia singing his heart out.
Right. And
That
here
works for a living, not Jason Aldean. I'm not trying to fucking sell records, nothing.
Put this up there. Put that back up. This is Oliver Anthony's actual channel. And the links to this, the original video, and that other video are in the description of the one that I shared. Listen.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, double time hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here, waste my life away, drag back home and drink my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I
is just a regular dude. This guy ain't trying to, he's just he's frustrated.
You have got to fucking find an anthem to fucking sing to him, because your voice, and I'm not bragging on you, I'm not trying to fucking bolster you up, but your voice, his voice is just so raw. Just
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it. I mean, that song right there, 4 chords. It's 4 chords.
Yeah.
It's the E minor, G, C, and D. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
It's so good.
I can't speak highly enough about it, but it I think brings both sides together, and we can all agree that shit ain't right. It's not right. It's just not right. Shouldn't be paying taxes to 500-pound Joey in Idaho, whose nickname is Joey the Potato The couch potato. I said potato couch. How's that potato couch?
I want to put this one back up. Marita, y'all moved from California, is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they moved from Southern California. They spoke about it earlier on the show, but yeah, we don't, and it's not necessarily geographical. It's just the Washington D.C. is where these people control us.
Yeah, and I mean, him bringing up the Epstein Island is a perfect example of the shit that they do, because Epstein was using that to service these politicians, the ones north of Richmond, and they shut all of it down. There's no investigations into the people that went to that island. Nothing. But yet, if you are a U.S. citizen and you travel to, say, the Philippines to pay minors to have sex with you, you can be charged in the U.S. for doing that, even though you didn't do it in this country.
Right. That's a true story. That's true shit. Yeah.
So
not that I've looked into it, but I'm just saying that's true shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they had a bad issue where these fucking people were flying to the Philippines to get these underage kids to have sex with them, and the federal government started investigating and throwing them in jail,
right,
as they should. But yet when they, what's up?
Go ahead.
What's up, Austin?
I don't know Austin. Do you know Austin?
I don't, but he's
I know Austin Gibbons, but not Austin Jones.
Good evening, Austin Jones. Now
yeah, they were throwing people in jail from the Philippines for having sex with minors in the fucking Philippines when they returned home to the United States.
Yeah, so them, just not doing it was like, well, we can't do anything. We didn't see it happen. It's bullshit. Bullshit.
I have an ankle bracelet on because I went to my fucking house to get my son for baseball practice. I'm sorry I keep bringing that up, but gosh.
I'd be pissed off too, man.
Man.
I'd be pissed off too.
That was such a great song. I appreciate it. If y'all don't know, if y'all haven't seen Tim's video, y'all need to go watch Tim's video on this, because he does a commentary after the video that we just watched. And
I actually started getting pissed when I was talking during.
I know. Towards the end, you really did. Yeah. You felt it. I could tell you felt it.
Yeah, because it always was weird to me that people on the right, and this has generally been my experience with people on the right, is that anytime you bring up, people that are struggling to make it in life versus the billionaires, like, wow, there's free market capitalism. Them billionaires can take all the money because they earned it. Yet that's just not really true in a lot of cases.
They didn't fucking earn that money.
A lot of that money was not earned by hard work. These people aren't fucking working for a living. They move paper around.
Yeah.
Is what they
Thank
do.
you for saying that. It's not earned by hard work. Like I go out, I do a shower tile or whatever. I'm working with my hands. These are people that sit at the house and invest money, or they create companies
that they already had.
Right.
Yeah.
And they just, like you said in your video, they would never be able to spend the amount of money they have in 1,000 lifetimes.
Right. And there is nothing wrong, in my opinion. It is not socialism to say there is a problem. It is unhealthy to hoard billions of dollars as a single person.
But
that's not healthy.
Okay, it may not be healthy, but here's devil's advocate, and my way of thinking is, who am I to tell you, Tim, that you can't make as much money as you want in this life?
Well, should it be as much as you want or as much as you need?
Come here, give me a hug.
Because you get
on the podcast, y'all go. You're sweaty.
Well, wait.
Get out of here. This is get out. Okay, y'all go on.
So,
I'm sorry.
From a personal level, if you go to a Chinese buffet and some dude gets there before you and takes everything out of every one of the bowls and there's nothing left, is that fair?
No.
That's what they do. And then what if that same person goes there every day and they just keep doing that, and they leave maybe a couple of bites of this and a couple of bites of that? So all the people that show up to eat, they end up sharing all of these little bits and pieces that are left, that this guy left. And then that same guy takes all of this food and or his money or whatever, and he decides to get with the restaurant owner so that he can manipulate the actual, divvying up of the food, because he now has the resources to do that. Is that fair?
That's a great example of what's going on when you deal with capitalism, and it really is.
You have a pie, and there's only so much shit that everybody can get. It's all finite. And if one dude is just taking every fucking thing, and then everybody else is worried about, I want to make sure that, I take what I need, and then maybe there's some more for me there, but I just, it's not fair, because think about all the money that we've printed.
Right.
When these people are sitting on billions that could have been taxed.
Here's the flip side of this, though. When you're talking about socialism and capitalism and communism, yeah, you have one billionaire that takes care of everything in capitalism, but you also have the same fucking thing. You have one dictator that takes care of everybody's needs in communism or socialism. One person is deciding this is all you need.
But you don't have to have it that way. It doesn't have to be that way where there's a dictator. And so the socialists like Bernie Sanders, for example, they don't think that at all. Like what they talk about is fair capitalism, because we technically currently don't live in a free market as much as we want to act like we do. The game is rigged for these people. And I know that because they rigged it for themselves.
Right.
Over time.
Okay. Fair enough.
Only like 90% of legislation that gets passed was written by corporations or think tanks that serve these wealthy people. So they're the ones that are basically writing the laws, and I don't know how fair that is. And think about the Bilderberg Group or the World Economic Forum. You get all these rich people together, and they are deciding for you what is going on and what. It's not right. Why? Because they have more money, because they managed to get theirs and everybody else's along with it.
But if you think that way, Tim, then that is very, very sad. That is almost depressing to where why even be here? Because you have no control over your life or your finances or anything that's going on. It's just this finite group of people that are deciding how much money you can make, and it's like dealing with school board members. It's like we control everything. You don't control anything.
But you don't give up. And there's more of us than there are of them. And they know that. That's
until they keep us divided like they have been. So how do we unite these people to say, hey, it's really us versus this finite group of people. We have to stop this infighting bullshit and figure it out.
I think it's a matter of perspective, to be quite honest with you, because normally we'd have a conversation like this, say, with a Republican or maybe even a Libertarian, and they'd be like, hey, it's a free-for-all. Everybody gets, if you can get it, then that's good. And I'm not saying that to some degree that isn't good, because, we obviously should have things that we can incentivize us to do better and to do more. But there comes a point where that hoarding of money and the power that gets created with that money, it's not good for people. So you end up with a facade of democracy or a facade of a republic where there's a small group of extremely wealthy people that control everything, and this is what Trump calls the establishment. This is what basically we all call the establishment. This is money. This is big money. But there are more of us than there are of them. So if we can get people to change their perspective, like with that song, because it's going to be hard for people to disagree with, oh, well, the rich men, and what's wrong with rich people? What's wrong with being rich, right? That would be an argument against that, but that's not been the case.
What's wrong with thinking that if you're 350 pounds and 5'3", that you shouldn't eat a bag of fucking fudge rounds?
Right. Why do you get to tell somebody else what to do. Well, because it's it's not healthy. It's not good for society in general, I guess. But so to me, there's a difference between money that gets made. For Elon Musk should be a billionaire, in my opinion. This man has created things.
I
right?
think Elon Musk has actually earned his fucking billions. I really
Yes. Bill Gates, whether you think he stole it or not or whatever, he earned it. He created something, right, that didn't exist before. You talk about all these inventors or whatever. All those people should be very wealthy because they actually created something versus people like Warren Buffett, for example. How did he get all his money? By moving money around. Didn't really create anything necessarily. It's like, sure, he has what's the company he owns?
What is that? It starts with a B. Berkshire?
Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway.
Berkshire. Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously they, that creates some jobs, but it's just to move more money around. Like,
right.
How does that produce things for the country? And Connie says, because someone else is paying for you to eat. Yes, but they shouldn't be. We shouldn't have to subsidize for corporations, which is all that we're doing.
Okay, explain what Connie's, because I don't know what Connie's talking about.
She's talking about the fudge rounds.
Somebody,
because whenever we said,
Okay.
why should, and for the record, I was playing devil's advocate when I said that.
Well, I'm just saying, if I'm paying for you to eat, I want you to eat healthy. I don't want to pay for a fudge round.
Right. But now we get into the welfare side of it, right? Where we offer people money if they can't eat. But more than 60% of people who are on food stamps have a full-time job.
I know you said this earlier. Is that really a true?
Yes.
God.
And it's been that way. And most people that get on welfare or on food stamps, they don't stay on it very long. So there is rhetoric that was created by the media, that was created by these rich people to get us to piss and moan at each other. That rhetoric that these people are just lazy. It's not true. Yes, there are lazy people that suck off of welfare, but
It's a small number though.
it's a small number, and the biggest government teat suckers out there are massive corporations. Because think of it like this.
I
If
agree.
you're working 40 hours a week,
100%.
yeah, if you're working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, why in the hell shouldn't you be able to pay for your house, your car, just the basics, the right food on your table without the need to go and get it from somewhere else? That's because the government is subsidizing the cost of your labor instead of the company paying for it.
Right.
That's bullshit. Walmart used to actually help people get on welfare. That's how little they paid them. And they knew that the government would do it and that the taxpayers would foot the bill. So instead of increasing the amount that they paid their workers, they helped them get on food stamps and shit.
Really?
To make up that difference. It's like, well, why would we pay them more if we don't have to? If you qualify for free reduced lunch, you automatically get a card if you use it or not. I don't know since I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, they actually sent me one. It had like $2 in it, and I'm like,
I think they sent everyone one, didn't they?
yeah, I'm like, yeah, and I actually called them because I'm like, I don't, God, now I can't think of the word.
Qualify?
Yes, thank you, God. Yeah, I don't qualify. I haven't qualified for free or reduced lunches in a while.
Right,
but-
yeah. I'm living in Owasso, bitches. I'm not fucking in Tulsa. Sorry, that was not Tim. That was me. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, so to me, if you can alter your perspective a little bit for people on the right and people on the left, I think we generally agree on this shit. Like, I'm okay with somebody being a billionaire, but not at the cost of everybody else.
I think that it's a us versus them thing. It's always been an us versus them. But when you get the left and the right grassroots parents together, then it's us versus them. And I'm talking about the entitled elite that control everything that we do.
Right.
That's the us versus them. It's not the left and the right. It's not the conservatives and the liberals fighting against it. I mean, because I'm really, Tim, to be honest with you, I'm kind of concerned about this next election with Trump. He's so far ahead in the polls and this and that. I know he's going to be the GOP candidate. I'm worried that we're headed for like what? I mean, January 6th was just a fucking picnic compared to what's fixing to happen.
I think it's going to go. I think it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad, right?
Regardless. Now, I know a lot of Republicans aren't going to like the fact that I call Trump out on this stuff, but the guy did what he did. I lived through it. Like when I read the indictment, the one from Jack Smith, not the one from Georgia recently. I haven't read that one.
Jack Smith was in Mar-a-Lago, the confidential records or classified records.
No, it was a different one. The indictment's about what he was doing to try and overturn the election. And I'm reading this stuff and I'm like, holy shit, there was a plot. They came up with a plot before the election was even over to do this and then this, and if this doesn't work, do this and this and this to try and take the election. And he did those things.
I know. I remember watching. Well, I don't know that it. I know.
Man, I watched this guy do it.
I've even said this to you when we were on. It was January 6th, and we were watching TV together, I think. And I called you like, these aren't my people that are going in the fucking Capitol. These are not my people.
Yeah, I think it was a Facebook message.
Yeah,
because I don't think at the time. We weren't.
No,
we were just Facebook friends from the group or whatever. But Trump. Walmart still kind of does that. I think they get $9,000 for people that get EBT they hire. It would surprise me at all.
Breaks if you get a tax break if you employ poor people.
Yes, you do.
Shut the fuck up.
And so that
is gross.
And think of the number of people all across the. These people were maggots.
Tina, you just got him started. Don't do that.
They were. Every time you turn around, it's like it's Antifa.
Antifa. I know. Yeah.
2 to 3 years after my first husband, I applied for food stamps in California. 15,000 was $1,500 monthly. I was making half what a bedroom rental would cost. $80 of my food stamp allowance. So I took out student loans to house and feed us.
That's the American dream, as far as I know. Right? That's what everybody does.
Yeah,
because it's middle lower class.
Yeah, and there was a point in mine and Christy's life when we were on food stamps, and I hated being on food stamps. When all the years I was growing up, we were on food stamps, and there's that stigma attached to it. But anyway, whenever we got a good job, and our income raised to the point, because we were in low-income housing and we were getting food stamps, there was a moment where they increased immediately the cost of our housing and, decreased the amount of food stamps that we would get, to the point where we couldn't get out of that situation because there was not enough time. There wasn't a gap between the time that you start making the money and the time you can actually save up enough to get yourself moved out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The additional that we were making, it was offset by the amount of the price decrease.
Right.
Low. Oh my God. Apartment for $1,200. That's
in 2007.
Yeah.
You
See,
had to
that's
be like a millionaire. What is that?
Right. Very. Yeah. I mean, dude, I saw these little trailers going for hundreds of thousands of dollars in California, like fucking camper trailers with a little lot, like its own lot, but it's a camper trailer or whatever, and it's the prices are just insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's I don't know. That's wild to me. But now I forgot what we was talking about.
Well, hang on. I want to switch the script real quick. I want to introduce you to somebody real quick, Tim.
Oh,
I'm not going to mention her name or anything, but
it's Donald Trump.
she better answer, or we're not going to be boyfriend girlfriend anymore.
Oh, is this so?
Don't say her name. Don't say her name.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I want to introduce you to my friend Tim Ryland.
Hi, Tina.
What's up?
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I don't know what to say right now.
It's awkward for everybody. It's fine. This is what I do. Can you tell them why your stomach muscles are hurting right now? Not because of that, but can you tell them why your stomach muscles are hurting right now?
Not because of that. From laughing.
From laughing.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you watching? Is she watching?
I don't know. Are you watching the show right now?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay. Well, I'll let you go because I'm busy. I got a job. I gotta go. I can't be talking to you all the time. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
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 Okay.
That's funny.
She's so cute. Seriously, she's a smoke show. She's so, and she's way out of my league, dude. You've seen her. I mean, you know, you're like, did you roofie
Yeah.
her or whatever? I don't know.
Must have.
Must have. I mean,
Speaking of roofie, let me pause real quick. I saw an article.
speaking of roofie,
I shit you not. This guy was putting Viagra. He was spiking drinks with Viagra to make sure that they didn't get boners, the women that he was dating.
no. Where?
Wow.
Where is it?
I don't know where it was. It was like a TikTok video. Somebody was talking about it, and it was this headline: "Man goes to jail for spiking drinks with Viagra to make sure that it's not a trans person."
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like it's fucked up because Viagra, I believe, drops your blood pressure. You could kill somebody doing.
Oh
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, when I was on the ambulance, and I don't know why, might have been the phone call, but our viewership just spiked up. Anyway, when I was on the ambulance, if you couldn't give nitroglycerin for like chest pain or whatever, if somebody was on a Viagra type Cialis or whatever, because it would you would tank their blood pressure. You bottom them out. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
Jesus. No, I just when you said roofie, that's what popped in my head. Anyway, so what were we talking about before? Oh, Trump and the January 6th stuff, man. So Trump,
Come on with it.
I concede Trump is not an establishment character by any stretch of the imagination, but I believe, and this is my opinion, that Trump is about himself. That all that he does is to, I don't know, inflate his own ego or to increase his own net worth, whatever the case is.
Let me ask you this. It comes election day, 2024, and it's Trump versus Biden. Who do I vote for?
Oh God, man. I don't know. You got a guy that doesn't know where the hell he's at half the time, and a guy that everything is the greatest thing that when he touches out, that's the best toilet. That's the best toilet you ever seen.
It's the lesser of two evils. I mean, I don't know. Gosh, this is not the politics that we grew up with.
It isn't, and it's sad. But the only reason why I would vote for Biden over Trump is, number one, Trump broke God knows how many laws with this. He literally got RICO charges in Georgia because it was considered essentially organized crime. I mean, this guy had this huge plot with a bunch of lawyers, and they came up with this idea and guess who was one of the masterminds behind this?
Giuliani?
Roger fucking Stone.
Oh, I love Roger Stone.
Roger Stone, and my memory could be off here, but do you remember those people back during Al Gore and Bush down in Florida?
Yeah.
Remember when they were all those people were out there screaming and they were trying to stop the recount?
Yes.
There was they gave a name for this. It was a something riot. Maybe somebody in the comment section can refresh my memory. That was Roger Stone flew these fuckers down there to do exactly that. I shit you not.
That's his job, though, Tim. I mean, that's his job. That's what he does.
It's not real, though. That's the thing. It's not real. That's not grassroots. This rich dude sends a bunch of people, pays them $10,000, $15,000 to go up there and raise hell to try and stop, counting votes or whatever it is. It's not real.
Here's your one, Tim.
There's no justifying Biden over Trump. This is absolute political persecution, and it should be. I lived through it. I watched it. Certain percentage of students qualify for free or reduced lunch in a district, then all students get it regardless of parents' income. Now they also get PEBT cards. It's infuriating. The family who makes way over the qualifying limit not only gets free school lunches, but also the extra PEBT card just because of their zip code, and other families who just barely make it over the limit. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on comments here.
Not Big Mikey. Trump loves American. Biden is unfit. I mean, I hope they don't run Biden. I'm in favor of RFK all the way.
I would probably.
He's a solid guy.
RFK.
He's a solid. He's a solid dude.
But he's got something wrong with his. What did you say he had wrong with his vocal cords?
I don't know what it's called, but it's some kind of condition that it constricts his vocal cords or something.
But
it makes him spasm.
He's very middle of the road.
Michael Obama will.
I can't put that up there. I can't do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God!
I'll do it.
Michael Obama. Somebody posted a picture of
Michael Obama. Oh my God!
God, what? It was a picture of Michelle and Barack together.
Yeah, she had a bigger fucking bulge than I will ever have in my life.
Well, and somebody was have you ever seen a couple, a gay couple, more loving than these two? And I put the picture.
Oh, you did.
I put the picture of Ryan Walters next to his bench buddy.
You have gotten so much hate over that bench buddy fucking meme.
It's hilarious, dude.
And it's hilarious, but I mean,
it is hilarious.
Dude is packing though. I'm like,
I'm sure there's something in his pocket.
No. I'm sure
it's hilarious.
In his pants though.
That's Big Mike, the lib front runner. Good for her. Yeah, I don't think Michelle will run.
No, why would she?
I don't think she'd ever run.
Trump trying to run again.
Like God, Donald Trump, man, it's going to be a disaster either way.
Here's the thing, though, Tim. If Biden runs, Biden's like 118 years old. He's fixing to go see Jesus, and then you have Kamala Harris, who is a cackling fucking ridiculous person. I almost said it.
You did. Go ahead, proceed.
But she is a cackling, ridiculous person. She's as bad as Biden. I would want Biden to live another 2 years just to make sure that she doesn't get not because she's black or that because she has scars on her knees or whatever she has. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking about.
She cannot be the president
I'm not a fan.
of the United States, dude.
I'm not a fan of her because she would go after people for the shittiest thing. You know, speaking of Steve Kunzweiler, she was way worse, in my opinion, than he was.
Oh, her and Biden bailed those motherfuckers out up there that were doing the riots and burning fucking business.
Oh, I'm talking about when she was like the prosecutor or whatever.
The DA, yeah.
It was bad.
But she was bailing BLM supporters like Charity Marcus and Rhonda Smith, all them at the Tulsa County GOP. She was bailing people out that were burning down black-owned businesses in, what was it, Minneapolis?
Yeah. And see, this is where we get more of that bickering stuff because And like I told Andy Fugate the other day, sports team politics. People want to pick their side,
I know.
and they feel like they have to cheerlead just because that's their people. And we get into this where Democrats can't admit that shit that was happening, with the riots and what have you, isn't a good thing. But then you also have people on the right who can look at what Trump did and think it's fine.
Right, and that's the thing. You take one good thing, or you take one bad thing, and the left and the right just run it into the fucking ground.
Yeah,
right.
And it's the media that really pushes this
It's
shit.
the media. The media is
It
the
really
fucking
is.
problem.
They get people pissed off. They get them riled up, and their brains just
Right.
shut
Because
off.
I can admit that Trump should have turned over the classified documents. Trump should have never made the phone call to the Georgia, secretary. What was it? He
Secretary
called?
of State
Secretary-
Ben Raffensperger.
Right. He should have never made that phone call. Why
Yeah.
would you make that phone call? Why would you keep classified documents that you knew you weren't allowed to keep?
Need 11,081 votes.
And in
Ben.
the same respect, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, why would you bail out people that are burning down black-owned businesses in Minneapolis? Just have some common sense here, people. Why are we? The media just fans the flames of divisiveness.
They do. They
Okay,
do.
but-
And then
Let's see here.
respect someone who says they would vote for RFK Jr., but Biden, I lose all respect.
Oh, I appreciate that because I'm RFK Jr. I've listened to him. He is very. Even the left don't like him because he's so middle of the road. He's like a Joe Manchin.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the vaccines. They think he's anti-vaccine, but he's not anti-vaccine. I mean,
No,
if you
and-
actually,
If you
Steve-
research it,
I like y'all, Biden and Kamala are a joke. I just hope America improves. I mean, I do too, but
That's
I don't know that I can vote for a dude that tried to overturn the votes in those states. Yes, but I still might wake up one day and I'll be here. Yeah.
not
But back to the phone call. I mean, that was bad enough, but it was even worse than that. They got these people from like the Republican Party. One of them was a representative that had claimed to be electors and went to the state capitol.
I remember this. Yeah, you told me. Yeah,
to try and, because the state chooses the electors that they send, and by state law in all these states, they have to vote in the way that the popular vote went in the state. Because that way you don't have the majority of people picking one candidate, and then the representatives are like, well, fuck the people. We're sending our own electors. It shouldn't work that way.
no, it should not work that way.
they
It didn't work that way.
Right. And they were trying to, and I just can't do it. I can't do that.
What?
They've
Go
been
ahead.
declassified. Would that change your opinion?
Yours or mine? My opinion.
Well, yeah.
I mean, every president has taken document. I mean, everyone since forever, they've taken documents that are
Stuff.
classified.
Yeah.
Stuff, whatever. But they have a certain amount of time, and when they're asked to bring them back, they have to bring them back.
And they give them
Apparently,
back.
Trump did not.
Right. He lied to them and claimed he didn't have them, even though he was
Right.
They've got him. They got the dude on audio, literally telling them what was in this Defense Department document that wasn't declassified.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I don't know that for certain, but if that's the truth, then yeah. If Trump kept classified, and I've said this before, if he kept classified documents illegally where he was supposed to turn them over, and it's proven, then yes, he does not ever need to be president. I won't vote for him. But I don't know that what he showed that reporter and what you're talking about. I don't know because I didn't see it. I wasn't there. You weren't there. It's just what You know Trump, he talks about shit all the time. He's like, I went to the moon, whatever. What Trump?
Put this up on the screen.
Okay, hang on.
Listen.
Let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him. I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know. Mm-hmm. Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information.
Yeah.
See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, you know, but this is classified.
Now we have a problem.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
What it appears to be is the
Oh God, I hate that lady.
I hate that. She looks like a fucking horse.
She is extremely intelligent, that lady, but I just
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
is
She
very-
annoys the shit out of me. But this is
I
to
know.
me it feels like what Trump is doing is like a dick measuring contest. Like,
Right,
oh,
he's
look,
bragging. He's
You
bragging.
remember that time? Y'all remember that time I was president? Look, I got the
know.
receipts.
He's
Look,
bragging, but what was it that he showed her or him or whoever it was?
It was a classified document. This was reported by the people that were in there that he was showing it to.
I gotta see it.
I mean, it's part of the case against him.
I know.
That's why they went in there and raided it, because he was moving shit out after they'd asked him for it. He starts moving shit out. And when they found out that Biden had the shit, what did Biden do? He fucking gave all of it back. Like,
Right.
they take a lot of these documents and they have
do.
shit that gets stuck in there.
All presidents do. They do.
And in fact, they could have put this in a box and it was later classified. That happens. So then something that wasn't classified when they put it in a box and they take it and now it's classified. And there's a lot of stuff that shouldn't be classified that gets classified.
Right.
But this dude is talking about defense shit, military shit.
Argue
Mark
with
Meadows,
Lisa.
that they had been declassified. That tape had nothing to do with the case. That's not true. I don't know who told you that, but it's not true.
I knew that was going to be your answer. That's why.
I mean, he literally in the video itself, and forgive me, he says, as president, I could have declassified it. I'm not president anymore.
Why would you declassify it if it was already declassified? I know. So okay. I love you, Lisa. Thanks for watching, Lisa. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I get hyped up with this Trump stuff because I'm just like, can you see what I see here? Hang
on. I don't think Biden had them illegally. I think he had. Every president is able to take documents for a certain amount of time.
Senators, it is a problem that they've always had. That's why when the National Archives reaches out to them, like, hey, so what happens is they do an audit. The National Archives do an audit of what should be classified that they should have. And then when they discover they don't have it, then they start looking for it. Well, who had it last? Oh, well, Biden had it last. Then they reach out to them or Trump or whoever it was. It's like, hey, I think you have this stuff. And they tried for months leading up to all the raid shit. They tried to get it back from him. And he lied about it. He said he didn't have it. And then he tried to get other people to lie for him.
Lisa, come back. What? This is why, Tim. This is the problem. This is what we're just talking. We're just having conversation. Why? We disagree.
So I can understand why Lisa would be irritated by the way that I responded. I'm not very good socially, and shit that comes out in certain ways can irritate and grate on people. That's my bad, but
No, I don't know if she was talking about you or me, but these are the conversations we have to have. You can't just be out because we disagree.
Yeah,
Let's have
and
a conversation and discuss it.
and if something that's said isn't true, it's I mean, what do you say to that? I don't know. I mean, now I feel like an asshole, but it is what it is.
It is. Yeah, I mean, no,
sorry, Lisa. I didn't mean to be shitty to you. I wasn't trying to be.
I don't think you were shitty to anybody. I just wish people would stay in the fucking game and just keep having the conversation. You have to have these difficult conversations. You really do.
Yeah.
Especially in this point in time in history.
But with Trump, people feel so strongly towards him.
I know.
And it's hard for, and I mean, I guess I understand it. It's hard to acknowledge that the guy that you put so much stock into could do shitty things. Whether
Here's
it's
the thing.
the declassified stuff or I mean, I get it.
I have voted for Trump every time Trump's name's been on the ballot. I have. If his name's on the ballot next to Joe Biden, right now, I'm probably going to vote for Trump. I really am. I'm just going to be honest with you, Tim. But here's the thing. I'm voting for him because of his policies, not because of his personality, not because of his fucking wife or his kids or his billions. I like the way he handled business while he was in the White House. He went up there, he said, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And he went up there and he fucking did this, this, and this. That's why I vote for Trump.
I mean, to his credit, he was very effective to a point. And Bill Barr made a statement about, kind of when he turned on Trump, he was like, look, he doesn't have the temperament to be able to do all the things that he wants to do. Right. And I think it'll be worse this time around.
I do too.
He'll feel so slighted. It's going to be a fucking Salem witch trial. Everybody's going to the stake. Anybody that did or said anything wrong to this guy is going to get they're going to get flogged in Times Square.
Do you know how many executive orders are going to come out of the White House on day
my God.
one?
It's going to be, maybe I'm wrong there, but
no, I don't think you're wrong on that. No, he's gonna run out of fucking ink writing them.
All I can do is beg Democrats to not get behind Biden in the primary.
RFK.
You have to go with RFK. Biden is we're done with him. This dude is a fake. He's always been a fake. He's a bankster, gangster, as I call it. I mean, this dude, was on his knees for the credit card companies the entire time he was in office.
Delaware, yeah, Delaware or what?
Yeah,
was it Delaware,
right? Which
yeah.
I understand because Delaware is like the Cayman Islands for credit card companies, and because they babied them over there, so he was doing what was good for his state and the people that in his state, but he did it for corporations. The crime bill, the 1994 crime. Dude's a skeezy scumbag. I didn't like him at any point, really, of my life. I've never cared for Joe Biden. So
no, he's
I don't want to vote for the guy, but I don't think I can vote for Donald Trump in any way. But that on that same token, I think not voting for Trump I think it's going to be really bad if Trump loses.
Here's how I think Trump wins this election. Voting for Biden means you're voting for Kamala Harris.
Maybe. I mean, at this point, he probably has a computer inside of his body.
I don't even know if the dude's alive right now.
Yeah,
he could be a fucking Wilson and his wife's running the country. I don't fucking know.
Manchurian candidate. I feel like, and I'm sick to death of the parties themselves.
Yeah.
Really, that's where a lot of these issues stem from, because those parties, they just, they try to stick to their people, and like Democrats rammed Hillary down our throat and brought us Donald Trump. I think if Bernie had run, I think Donald Trump would have lost first time. because he did lose the second time.
Well, it depends on who you talk to in Northeast Oklahoma, Tim.
Oh, man, I'm going to go outside. There's going to be a burning cross in my
I
road.
know. People are already like making signs and shit on your
Where
front
does
yard.
this
You got, any,
motherfucker live?
you got anything else you want to talk about or say?
No,
or
man. Sorry. I
No,
went
it
off
was a
on
good show. I
tangent.
think it was a good show.
Yeah, it went on a little long, but
It did, but
It's good shit.
we pissed off a bunch of people, and we got to meet my new
Your-
love of my life. I'm telling you, Tim, she's like way out of my league, dude. I don't even know.
nobody's out of your league, Ron.
But she's got like those swimmer shoulders. Like, it's like
She doesn't have webbed hands, does she?
no, but she's got. I mean, just the shoulders. That's all I'm saying.
Her traps.
Man, dude, I'm saying her back muscles. Gosh, dang. But I'm
well,
not.
yeah,
I'm
but
not
see,
very,
when you get out of line, Ron, bam.
right,
That's
yeah.
what that's
No, I'm just
she's
saying.
gonna tear you up.
No, she's sweet and she's nice, and I can't wait for you to meet her. We're gonna have to go to dinner. We'll come down Mississippi and go out to eat and stuff. But no, life
Yeah,
is
man.
good. Next Thursday, I got my court date.
Yeah, buddy.
Hopefully, I'll be able to snuggle without this ankle bracelet on. It's hard to snuggle with the ankle bracelet on because people like catch a toe in it and stuff, and it's just weird.
Catch a toe. It's better than catching a charge.
Yeah. All right, man.
Man.
Anything else you got to say?
No, I'm good. Well, to Lisa, I
Lisa, come
apologize
back. Yeah,
if I was
fine.
an asshole. My bad. That's
Lisa. If I was an asshole, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not. We love the attention. We love the conversation. That's why I kept putting your stuff up because these are the conversations we need to be having.
Yes, sir.
Great comments. Great. Please come back. So.
Got to keep it real. All right, y'all. We'll check you out maybe next weekend.
Yes, sir. Sunday Gospel.
Stay
All right.
tuned.
Talk to you later.
Peace.